I really hope it's recording. Alright, now it shows that it's recording. Hi all, it's me, Meg. We are back with Ascension. So let's get to it. Dividing them into groups one day with anonymous tips about a certain illegal deal going on at night and attack the outpost once the groups were out. Nobody expected a gang to attack the Night Order so openly. But they were organized. They weren't just brute mercenaries. They were professional archers. They weren't a big deal before the attack. Now that the Order is gone, they are practically running Northcliffe. How do you know all this? Tilly and I had a small run-in with them a few years back. It wasn't pretty. This is bad. Why would the Eagles be here? Sky's mother's journals are missing. They contained information about the entrance to the Old Kingdom. Ida, these people are really dangerous and bad. They can't have that information. They can never find the Old Kingdom. Why would they be looking for it? In the Old Kingdom, they practiced necromancy. A few years ago, they found us for what they called a magical research. Turns out their research was about necromancy itself, when we understood what it was about. We ran. I guess they didn't like you running away? No, they didn't care about us, actually. But Tilly here took all their resources and the collected information with her. And that they cared about. I couldn't let those people have that kind of power. You didn't mind having the extra resources for your alchemy, though. You are becoming awfully chatty, Xander. So what do we do? How do we get the journals back? We need a good plan. These people are not random thugs. Ida, we have to get those journals back. Sky. We can't let those monsters use anything that my mother owned. I promise, Sky, I won't let them use those journals. Tilly, Xander, you must know their weakness. You worked with them. They don't exactly have a weakness, but there is one thing. Their leader recently changed to a man named Diego. We know him. He is ruthless and smart, however he is a big show-off. The Eagles won't trust him, so he will most probably want to recruit new members. That could be your key to the front door. My key? Well, they already know about us, unless you want Sky to go instead. I can go. No, you would end up stabbing the guy in his sleep or something. Okay, so, get recruited, go in, take the journals, run away. There's a small problem, however. You know the whole half-noble thing. Silver hair will attract some unnecessary attention in a city like Northcliffe, nonetheless. The city will have tailors. Go buy a cape. Just give me a few moments to say goodbye before we set out. We need to talk before we go to Northcliffe, Ida. This is important. I'll be looking around the camp if you need me. Oh, Xander! Oh, Xander! So, are we leaving now? What, you don't like our cozy camp full of dead bodies, blood, and drama? Honestly, never seen that many dead people since my approval. Approval? To the Academy of Arcane Arts in Ildis. I thought you didn't need any approval for the academies in Ildis. Not for regular people. For people with magic, however, it's different. You have to go through several trials to prove you can keep calm even in the worst situation. So it's that bad when you guys go crazy, huh? I remember when I was a young boy, my mother took in a little lithe servant girl. She had tiny mouse ears, called herself Killy. That's fast legs in Lithian. She didn't know how to read, so eventually I started to teach her. We quickly became friends. She was smart for a Lith, I guess. Having magic in my blood, I never exactly had any friends, so Kille, she was my first friend. One day my mother found out that I was spending time with a servant girl. She brought her to my room and started beating her, telling me this is what was going to happen if I ever mingled with servants again. Your mother sounds like a very lovely lady. She is the kindest one in my family. So, what happened? You told her to stop, I suppose? In a way. I burned the house down. Remind me never to piss you off. They barely got my mother out alive, but Killa was. She was left behind in the fire. That's when I understood what happened if I lost my temper. I killed an innocent girl. So yes, it's that bad if we can't control our emotions. I'm sorry, I never meant to take so much of your time. I always have time for heartbreaking stories and cute elves. As it happens, I have quite a good amount of heartbreaking stories to tell. Oh, Xander. Hello, Xander. Mm. Hey, I didn't say anything to him. I just sneaked out. He died wondering where I was. Maybe he was worried. It's all my fault. Sky, nothing is your fault. The Eagles were behind this, and I promise when I find them, I will make them pay for it. No, I didn't mean to. I blamed him, Ida, for my mother's death, and he knew that. He died knowing that I always blamed him. And I just can't forget about this. I just can't let this one go. When you lose someone like this, I keep thinking to myself, wondering if things would be different if only I could say the things I never did. Would you really feel better if you could say the things you never did? I guess now I'll never know. Oh, Sky. She makes me so sad. Hey, Tilly, you wanted to speak to me? Oh, yes. You might want to sit down for that. Okay, this sounds serious. I already told you about our necromancy research in the Eagles, right? Well, I found out that the research wasn't exactly for the Eagles themselves. I don't get it. You said the Eagles found you. Yeah, they did. And I always thought I worked for the Eagles, but one of the documents I stole contained their account information for the research. You know, the buying and selling materials and supplies. Hold on. Oh, I need to pop my back and I can't. And listen, a huge amount of money was being paid to them by a man called Oswaldo. I recognized the name as soon as I heard it, so I looked into it. And I was right. Some years ago, he and one of my teachers in the academy had a huge argument about a book. Anyways, my point is this Oswaldo guy. He's a noble, Ida. Alright. So, I'm approaching the recording limit. So, ooh, this is gonna be good. So, remember to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you, my lovelies, in my very next video. Bye, all. Peace.